has to be genuine.
Well, of course it's genuine.
Some say that a jack of all trades is a master of none, while others claim that variety is the spice of life. The Uncharted franchise assumes the latter, and up to this point has been relentless in its pursuit of perfection. This mashup of gameplay styles returns in Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. It's a day older, but is it also a day smarter?
All men dream, but not equally.
The plot is continued directly from the second installment, and outwardly, it appears to be about Sir Francis Drake's legendary ring. Both Drake and antagonist Catherine Marlowe believe they are the rightful owners, and the dust-up over the jewelry is intensified because it holds the secret to finding a lost city dubbed the Atlantis of the Sands. Deception is afoot, and Marlowe is unflinching in her quest to satisfy her goals. All of this serves as the framework for what the story is really about.
Let's see the money first.
Video games make a habit of placing the player in fantastically impossible scenarios, but they rarely ponder what makes a man a maniac. This is the real story of Drake's Deception. What's the point of risking life and limb just to discover a lost city? Why does Drake take an old man into the middle of the jungle to get shot at?
You got your pride all tangled up in this thing. It's making you reckless.
As the game questions itself, it teeters on breaking the fourth wall. These dark undertones give everything that built up to this third game a purpose. Coupled with a strong script and impeccable voice acting, it presents a medium challenging quandary.
What is that even supposed to mean? Enjoying yourself, pal?
Oh yeah, you're a comedian.
Just like the prior games, Uncharted 3 is a linear third-person shooter with no flexibility in how you tackle the campaign.
No one's gone in or out.
There are nooks to discover treasures, but otherwise, it keeps you on task. It also keeps things focused, with no upgrades, metagames, or other distractions. Split up into 20-plus chapters, you'll reach the zenith in 8 hours, but there's much more to experience beyond that.
Oh, crap.
The robust multiplayer suite from Uncharted 2 returns with a wealth of tweaks. Competitively, the modes aren't anything out of the ordinary. You get the typical deathmatch, capture the flag, and objective-based variants veiled by the series' aesthetics. There's a maximum of 10 players, and that number shrinks depending on game type. It checks most of the team-based boxes, but the cooperative play is a bit more interesting. There are 3 friendly options to enjoy with up to 3 pals. The 2-on-2 Hunters mode is a hybrid of co-op and competitive. One side tries to carry treasure to a chest, while the other team tries to stop them, and eventually the roles are reversed. Computer-controlled characters are added to the defending team, and delivering a treasure definitely gets the juices flowing. Co-op adventure is easily the best of the bunch. It's like Horde mode mixed into a campaign, complete with cinemas and story elements that dip their toes into the campaign's arc. Co-op Arena is Uncharted's take on typical Horde play, as you have to survive waves of enemies with a set number of lives. Its lack of support objects makes it feel a bit dated.
Oh no. No.
You got a better idea, I'm all ears.
No matter which mode you choose or whether you're playing with or against friends, there have been many changes to the overall framework. At a base level, folks can now join games in progress and spawn on a buddy. You can customize your characters, but the prices are a little steep, and weapon customization lets you fine-tune your loadout. There's also local split-screen multiplayer. With many of these features, it's a case of better late than never.
The hell is this, some kind of twisted reunion?
In-game is where the multiplayer design has been buffed most. Boosters, the game's version of perks, make a return and can be leveled up. You can even drop some cash for large impact one-shot deals. Medals are rewarded for literally doing just about anything. Earn enough and you get medal kickbacks, like a rocket launcher. Then there's 60-second power plays that find creative ways to give the losing team a boost. Essentially, the rewards rain down in Uncharted 3 multiplayer. Having a poor match and watching the bounty pile up may seem a little patronizing, but at least you always feel like you're accomplishing something. It's the maps that really steal the show, though. Well over a dozen, there's not a real throwaway to the bunch, and some push the envelope of expectation. One has you attacking a moving cargo plane only to take off and get whisked to an entirely different environment to finish the battle. In another, a massive sandstorm rolls in, completely destroying visibility. These dynamic maps lend something to the matches beyond the kill or be killed grind, and make multiplayer feel unique.
I merely want what's mine.
Uncharted 3 is nearly equal parts cover-based shooter and platformer, with a dash of puzzles, stealth, and good old-fashioned fisticuffs. The hand-to-hand shenanigans have been stepped to the forefront, making things a little more personal. And some of the puzzles are quite clever as you consult your notebook for clues. All these different elements are well blended, avoiding the room-by-room, stop-and-pop repetition of the first 2 games.
Okay, so why the big secret all these centuries?
the shooting and cover controls remain functional and flexible. Some of the best moments are from vertical levels that challenge both your traversal and aiming skills. Not that the platforming requires much ability. It's so rigid that it almost feels like you're playing Dragon's Lair at times. If you enjoy over-the-top, you've got to be kidding me moments, an Uncharted game is typically a great place to find them. While there are undoubtedly some big shiny showpieces, Drake's Deception has toned down the rhetoric.
No diabolical warlords?
No.
Things are more subtle, but also more focused on providing unique gameplay opportunities. One level has you battling it out on a series of buoys and docks bobbing in the waves. Another has you in a tanker trying to figure out which end is up as the waves rock its massive bulk. There are multiple scenarios that make the oft-heralded train level from Uncharted 2 almost look like a joke.
I'm not trying to prove anything.
For as smart as the rest of the game is, very little thought seems to have gone into the enemies. You'll blast one black-suited agent after another and follow that up by shooting one armored Delta Force soldier after another. Adhering to scripted patterns, they aren't especially smart, but they can throw a grenade like Tom Brady.
Oh boy.
At least they take less bullets to drop this time, but the same can't be said about the multiplayer. Once you head online, you'll find that a full clip from an assault rifle isn't enough to get the job done. You'll steal other people's kills just as much as they steal yours, and it results in the whole thing feeling randomly chaotic at times. The newly added sprint only exacerbates the issue by making it more difficult to target foes. What's great about the multiplayer gameplay is all the context-sensitive actions. Yanking someone down to the ground or delivering a perfectly timed melee for an instant kill is just satisfying. The overall vibe of the multiplayer can be an acquired taste, but once you start learning its intricacies, it's easy to love it for what it is and get hooked.
Think you can handle that?
Finding a fault with Uncharted 3's presentation is difficult, and no amount of superlatives can really do the game justice. The attention to detail borders on obsessive, and the game never wavers in providing one grin after another. Sometimes, you just have to stop and take it all in. Just watching water slosh around in a swimming pool can be hypnotizing.
Marco!
The jet-setting nature of the franchise allows for a wide variety of environments, and each one is handled in its own unique way.
Leave it to you to find a friggin' jungle in the middle of France.
On both the technical and artistic level, it has few equals.
If you let these bastards win, after this, I will never bloody forgive you.
The voiceover cast delivers from top to bottom in lending life to the script. It's only aided further by the excellent motion capture and facial animation. You really end up caring about these characters.
Elena, listen.
Damn it, I knew you would try something like this.
Don't! Please.
The Middle Eastern-tinged soundtrack would be right at home as the backdrop to a feature-length film, and it even plays well outside the context of the game. Video games simply don't look or sound much better than this.
I'm not taking my eyes off of you.
No, hang on a second, because if you recall, the last time we went halfway around the world searching for a lost city, things got more than a little dicey.
Uncharted 3's perfectly balanced gameplay variety and extraordinary scenarios make it easy to overlook its few shortcomings. Its near-perfect sequence of peaks and valleys demonstrates how restraint can imbue some moments with increased impact. It's a short campaign, but the multiplayer makes it worth the asking price. Drake's Deception is one of those games that is something for just about everyone, and if you own a PlayStation 3, it shouldn't be missed.
Finally, Drake's secret will be revealed.